one may say it's really challenging to navigate that sexual energy.
Right.
So you can go crazy with it, as you said earlier, the promiscuity, right? And then on the flip side of that, get so controlled by this like absolute no, and this energy had nowhere to go. So
Yep.
how were you able to harmonize in a very healthy way for your career, for who you are, for the path that you took on?
I understand the question. There's a lot of repression, and there seems like on any extreme of these things, there's a lot of dysfunction. But I channel the sexual energy into learning and into finances and into music and into learning how to cook and learning how to speak languages and like building this life that was so fun that the sexual stuff, it didn't even feel like I was repressing it. I was busy. And sexual energy is creative energy. And I just turned the tap on in another area. And I think that even now, as a 44-year-old man, when I go away from my love, Kate, and I'm in Vancouver, I have to channel that into songwriting and into the gym and into my art and into contributing to other people's lives, not get self-absorbed and get dangerously addicted to any pornography or masturbation or all of. Yes, it is a discipline, but it's not one of lack, it's of abundance, of finding an abundance of fun things to do that you can channel that energy into. That temptation isn't even in the conversation because that creates polarity, right? It's not like abstaining from something, it is just doing everything, and that one thing isn't going to make your life better, isn't serving you, so you decide not to add that in for the moment. It's not gone forever. It's just not going to work with what you're creating in your life at this. And it just takes to remember the perspective. I knew I was going to get married. I knew I was going to have a wedding night. I knew I was going to have sex again. But I wouldn't feed the black wolf. Like, I wouldn't stare at a girl's ass as she walked by. Like, I wasn't looking at pornography. I wasn't hanging out with people that were doing drugs and partying. I hung out with elders of, like, giants, real estate giants, God, music giants, spiritual giants, and I learned. Aviation gurus. Like, I got so much out of not running my sexual chi all over the planet for those pivotal years. Some would look at it as repression, but I never saw it that way. I still don't see it that way. I see it as just like training for martial arts. It was just a little
discipline that you
yeah
took on.